Today I'm showing you how you can link your Weavely form to Make. So we generated our contact form using AI. And the thing we want to do now is we want to set up an automation flow, make sure that the responses that we get on our AI generated form are sent over to Make so that we can then have sort of fully automated workflows, right? Email, Slack, link other AI tools to it, etc. So in your form editor, you have this integration tab at the top here, and you'll see that Make is one of the possible integrations. So before we head into actual Make and start adding the integration, which is actually pretty easy, one thing that you'll need to set up the integration is a personal token. So that's a way of linking Weavely to Make. So if you head into settings under personal tokens, you can create those tokens here. So you see that Zapier needs one as well. You can reuse the same for multiple tools, but let's go ahead and create a new one for Make. So we have this token here. We can copy paste it, but you can always just come back and copy paste it afterwards as well. So heading back over into our AI generated contact form, under integrations, go ahead and select Make and press the add button. Makes sense? So essentially, we're going to trigger a Make scenario every time a new form submission is received by Weavely. So you're greeted with this wizard from within Make, which asks you to install the Weavely connection into your Make sort of workspace. So you'll be able to select an organization, hit install, and finish the wizards. So let's go ahead and create ourselves a scenario using the Weavely connection that we just set up. So we'll select it, we'll watch for responses. So every time a response comes in, we'll want to do something. So you'll need to create a webhook, which is pretty easy again. So you'll give it a name, create your connection, and this is where that personal token comes in. So by pasting that personal token in here, you're going to connect Make with Weavely. So make sure that it listens to the webhook and the incoming responses. And then you'll be able to select your team and which form you want to listen to. So I'll select my team. I'll select this contact form that I generated with AI and press save. And so essentially, this is going to trigger every time that a new response comes in, and then we can do, well, all of the fancy things that you can do with Make. So let's pick a simple example and send ourselves a Slack message every time a form entry gets submitted. So we will choose myself from the list. So we'll send a direct message to ourselves every time that our submission is received. So hello from, and then we'll answer pipe the name. So this is where all of your form fields comes in, right? So you can reuse them down the line in your workflow, obviously. And we'll just press save on this one. So we'll make sure that this is triggered every time or as soon as data is arrived, right? So you don't want to run just once. You want this to run as soon as data is provided by Weavely through the webhook. Let's go into the actual form and submit it. Okay, so let's give a name here and then type in our email address as well. And we'll leave the rest blank because it doesn't really matter. And we press submit. And as you can see, from within the Make Slack bot, we got our hello from and then the answer piping of the answer that I just gave in the form. So this is how you set up the Make integration for Weavely. If there's any other questions, feel free to send them out to us or find them in the help desk.